Well, this video will probably be quite short, which is a mercy for me because it really is pretty chilly down here right now. One more point of evidence to try to convince you that language is amazing, and then I'm just going to kind of go on with the subject and hope you're convinced. Languages can die. Just like in the last video I was showing you that languages change over time. They move. Well, it's like they're living things. And just like living things, they can be born and they can die. Latin has died. The Latin's a special case, really, because Latin, that's one of the things I have to deal with. Latin is a dead language as far as linguists are concerned. I'll probably tell you this again later. A linguist will call a language a dead language if there's no community anywhere where the little tiny children learn to speak it as their first language. If that happens, they say now it is a dead language. But it doesn't mean it goes away. As a matter of fact, Latin is so much alive, unbelievably alive, in English and French and all over the world, really. But anyway, there are languages that do in fact die. When there are no more people who speak that language anymore, there might be a record left of it, there might not. So languages can die. But they can also be born. And this is going to be brief because I don't want to get into it now. I want to save it for Monday. But English, the language I'm speaking now, if I ask my students, well, where do you suppose your language came from? And they might say, Mom and Dad. Yeah, that's a good answer. Where did they get it from? Their mom and dad. And back they go. But, and that's true. But at what point did it become English and not, say, German? Or not, I should say, Proto-Germanic, really. At what point? And of course they don't know. But anyway, the short answer is that English was born by that process of drifting. And I'm not going to go into it very much now. I'm going to save it for Monday. But eventually drifting causes languages to drift apart. And English is one of those languages that drifted from an earlier language called Indo-European. I could even call it maybe Proto-Indo-European, and it's a fascinating subject, and one I guess I'm going to save for Monday. Okay, it's Friday. No field trip this week. I continue to be interested in who's actually watching these videos. I have a very small number of about 10 or 15 who seem to be watching these videos on a regular basis. And I'm very glad that you're doing that. That helps me. Although, as I said at the beginning of the year, I was going to teach this no matter what. I'd love to know who you are. I'd love to get a comment or two. Say, yeah, hey, I'm so-and-so, and I've watched, not all of them, but I've watched some of them. And because I really have almost no idea who is watching these videos. And it might be fun, actually, if you would comment because of that business of time stamping. I mean, in the future, it's very possible that many other people will watch these videos, but you could be one of the first. So it doesn't matter that much. This is not a plea for a comment, but I do want to tell you that I would be very interested to know who is watching this. And I used up a little bit of time there, which I think I had. Okay, well, on Monday I'll go on with this, and we'll see after that. I'll not this week. I've been almost completely working on linguistics because I thought I should just stay there, but things will change again a little bit next week. Have a good weekend.